Hey guys, I just wanted to pop on real quick before the video even begins and just interject real fast and tell you about a couple key things about this video. First off, this album reaction was done live over on Twitch, and the entirety of this video, the raw uncut version of this album reaction, is about 3 to 3.5 hours long, I believe. And in that video, we go deep into sound design, song structure, vocal techniques, and all sorts of other fun conversations with what these songs mean to the Army. However, I wanted to keep this a more fluid experience for people on YouTube. I don't want to hold you hostage. I wanted you to be able to passively enjoy my album reaction. So I did my absolute best to keep the key details of what I was saying about each song with cutting out a giant chunk of it just so I'm not wasting any of your time if you're not interested in the nerdy music details. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But if you are interested in the deeper dive into this album, it's available right now on Patreon. Okay, the second thing is we all know BTS just had a live performance hosted by Netflix. I have not seen it yet, but we are doing a live reaction to that over on Twitch in the next coming weeks. I don't have an exact date for it, but check out the links down below. You're going to find the Twitch down there. It's completely free. Love for you to come hang out and experience this live for the first time with me. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the album reaction, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, my brohas. How are we tonight? How are we on this beautiful night? I see a lot of names I haven't seen in a while, and it's good to have you back here with me. So let's just start off here. Let's get right on into it. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about. We've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. It's been 4 very difficult, long years, but it is official. The prodigal sons have returned. I'm incredibly nervous right now. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to feel. I've changed. You've changed. They've changed. The music industry as a whole has changed. I'm nervous for your reaction too. I'm nervous, all right? And I'm gonna level with you guys. I'm gonna be incredibly honest. If there's things that I like, I'm going to praise it. If there are things that I feel like are cop-outs or they've lost their way in some kind of way, as much as it pains me, I'm also gonna say it. I feel like that's what you need to do in these sort of scenarios. You need to be as raw and as authentic as possible. And just because I have a negative or a positive reaction to something, that does not dismiss the song in any way, shape, or form, because I'm just a random fucking dude on the internet. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I feel. But I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy this with me. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, so this is some of the promotion we have here. What is your love song? The album indicates the direction the group will be taking forward, with each member deeply involved in the creation process. Hell yeah. This 14-track album credits all the songs are posted below if you want to check out who produced and wrote each track. Nearly all the members have composing songwriting credits on this album. Yes. Dude, guys, the solo projects have been so experimental, and I'm like, the thing I'm most nervous about is this album is not going to be experimental, and they're going to be going the safe route, and it's going to be more like soft R&B and like just like more palatable music, because I guarantee Big Hit is like I mean, I know they let them do their thing, but from like a monetary standpoint, like they're going to be going for that. I hope not. Because these solo projects were so creative and they were so experimental. And I'm hoping all that combined knowledge that they all went off and learned separately comes back together and they do some really interesting, cool things here. That is my hope, and that is what I'm most nervous about. They mentioned on a live stream that the members wrote over 100 songs? What the hell? How do they even have time for that? And they decided from those, the 14 best. Guys, we got to get we need the unreleased tracks. I need to hear those other 100 songs. All right, so they've been writing a lot. On the day of release, all 14 tracks filled the top 14 spots on Spotify's Global 50 charts on this first day. That is awesome. That is also something I was worried about, is people maybe moved on from BTS and maybe the hype wasn't as real anymore. But that's awesome to hear they're still hitting some numbers. Okay, all right, I'm ready. My mind, body, and soul is ready. We've seen the first video. We're gonna let this thing play out. First song is called Body to Body. Oh!
I need. What you need, Twan? I need. What you need? I need. I need
The
the
big
whole
mapping.
steady in the trunk. Put your phone down, let's get out the front. I got my eyes on the row in the front. The vibe is high, feet big blunt. The vibe is high, let the builder. Big clear from everywhere to Korea. 총칼키보다 좀 키워. 흰색은 짧아진 건 비워. It's speaking in real life. 맞추면 따져 내려나게 하마. I've been 좀더 가까이 와 skin to skin.
I need somebody to body all of your body beside me.
There he is.
It's on, no one out, we on and on, yeah. Sunrise, but we don't go home. Somebody like you, eh. Somebody like you, oh. Somebody like you, eh. Somebody like you, somebody like, everybody like you.
Oh, that goes hard.
It's so tight. I mean, no one side. I mean, 우리만의 그 style. I mean, we living the life. 두 눈을 감지 않은 내 밤. 솟구치는 열의 맘. Be a body, be a body, be a body. Could see a body, or you read about it. I need somebody to body all of your body beside me.
These sound so different. Not Jim.
Somebody like you, eh. Somebody like you, oh. Somebody like you, eh. Somebody like you, somebody like, everybody like you, eh. Somebody like you, oh. Somebody like you, eh. Somebody like you. Somebody like, everybody like you.
There we go. Clash between this organics and electronics, traditional and modern.
I need the whole city in the jar. Put your phone down, let's get all the fun. You at the side, the big friend.
Oh, we are so back. We are so back. Oh my god. Oh my god. If we, oh no, hold on. No automatic playing. No automatic playing. Okay, we are 100% back. Oh god, I thought the whole thing was gonna be like soft R&B, sweet nothings. Which I get it, I understand, you know, and not docking anything against Swim, but God, I was a little bit worried. A little bit worried. A little bit worried they go the safe route here. No, we're in full-on experimental mode here, and they just came back swinging. We 100% are back to the weird and wacky, and we're just going off in some very crazy and interesting directions. The combination between the organic and electronic beat mapping working together in this fast-paced drum and bass almost style melodic melody moving forward was interesting enough to kind of keep you hooked, but the drops, even though it was like simplified and played some of the same things over again, it just built anticipation. There was like some nice underlying strings underneath it as well that was just building tension and some hype behind it. This is kind of what I was expecting for his first single, for them to come back, for everybody just to kind of get the fuck out of their seat and go nuts. But it makes sense with Swim. It makes sense with Swim. Like I said, I'm not running up and slapping you on the ass. We're hey, how you been? How's it going? Good to see you again. Let's get the pleasantries out of the way. All right, let's go fucking nuts. So they jump back into it. Very, very cool. And, you know, at first I'm like, okay, this sounds like a very, you know, sensual-esque, lyrical-driven song. But in reality, I think this is more of a celebration of back to form for themselves, of kind of starting over and moving forward and what it means to them. The vocal volleys was fantastic. The elements that were there that were more like sultry and R&B-esque, I mean, I feel like had some great movement to them and some much needed breaks that you would need from the much overdriven bass patterns that we got. And then even speaking of overdriven patterns and effects and everything, like V sounded a little bit weird in this one. He had like this distortion drive muffle thing that happened to his voice. I'm usually used to him in this like lower, softer, silkier baritone tone. And this one, it sounded like he was just kind of up a little bit of a key, and I was almost even a little confused. I'm like, was that Sugar? What was going on? And goddamn, was it good to hear Jimin again. He is the perfect bridge. He's that slide guitar that we all need for that vocal volley to tie the whole thing together. Very impressive stuff. Very impressive stuff. I'm definitely going to need to listen to this one a few more times, but it's an absolute hype track, and I'm glad that we started off with such energy, such ferocity. Pretty badass, right? And so far, I'm impressed. I do like this one better than Swim. Next one is a song called Hooligan. All right, you hooligans, what are you up to? Sample? Yeah. I'm gonna cut it old school style, chopped up.
Watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
What? Okay. Why is RM bullying me?
Man, I'm about to blow fuse. 동제 볼은 머리춤. 뛰어 미친 노인들. Me everywhere, ursu. Somebody move, 다들 모여 하나 둘. I can never ever choose.
Love his lower tone.
Crowd looking like a campus. Beat drop, we dancing. Watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. Run in space, not stop it so wrong. Trapping lower than chuck this room.
He's creeping into falsetto territory, guys.
Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. I go cool, crazy, logo, say me. Like it cool, 굳이 말 안 해도 알잖아. Hooligan like hooligan. That bullshit like hooligan. 시간 됐으니 좀 비켜좀 말걸리.
Love the attitude.
Take you out. What's the future? What's the now? This is international. Make it unforgettable. Watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. Yeah. We the mess, gonna get a bigger mop here. This a cake, gotta get a better pop here. You gon' hear this one playing round the clock, yeah. Round the clock. Why this baseline slapping so rude? Dropping lower than chuck the screw. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. Why this baseline slapping so rude?
Oh, gorgeous.
Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
Well, that is interesting. All right, so the only people that didn't laugh at me were Jin and JK. Everybody else is just bullying me. Okay, Hooligan, definitely not what I was expecting, but I guess a bit of return to their roots from some of their, I guess even some of their earlier albums, where it was very, hip hop influenced with the samples and the cut up samples and everything, and that was kind of cool. Again, we have some more vocal textures that are a little odd for them, especially with like this drive they have on their voice, which is a little, it's like boombastic almost. And I guess that kind of works together with the melody. I really appreciated that knife thing they were doing that kind of fell into the melody. It was kind of like a drum break, but just like with knives, that little clinking sound. I thought that was kind of cool. A nice little break in it. Very aggressive and very like, I don't know. Like at first I'm like, how are people going to move to this? Like, and then, I feel like JK, Jimin, V, and Jin kind of stole the show on this one, personally, because they just add like that element of softness that you need, that vocal volley that was just gorgeous. I know I just spent like 20 minutes just wishing for like hard, heavy, weird shit. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for like the soft melodic stuff as well. And then being able to tie it together with a song that is like so what feels discombobulated, but holding it together with more classical elements like the samples and then the vocal tones and everything, I thought was awesome. Standout moment from Jin on this one, gotta say, after he essentially just repeated the same phrase Jimin was repeating, I'm like, oh, moving on to Jin. I'm like, I don't know. Where are we going to go with this? But I feel like Jin is really upped his game vocally. I'm really proud of the guy. It's awesome. Had that classic Suga attitude. J-Hope coming in with a little bit more bass. RM just doing the RM thing. Also having a touch of sass. V touching his falsetto range. And then JK, well, what can you say, man? The guy is golden. He's got the golden voice. He's always going to be good, but I feel like this one showed a good amount of energy, a good amount of personality, and lyrically, again, this is first listen, so it's not going to be like a lyrical deep dive or anything, but it seems like they're embracing themselves or their music or just kind of like falling into back where they were before, the love of music, the love of creating and being the artists that they are in a way that first enticed them into music. And I would imagine that would be a difficult step kind of back into it, outside of solo projects and working with other people and from the military. I think JK always does. I think he's obviously, I feel like he's probably the best overall vocalist in the band. I think I can, say that sincerely, but like, V and Jin really showing some chops here. So body to body. Oh my, speaking of body to body, I hope to God they play this one live. That is going to be insane. They're going to blow out the PA speakers. There's J-Hope on that one, huh? J-Hope. RM, Suga, and I should have known. It has that attitude. It has that drive factor. It's good to see P-Dog back. I like his attitude. I like his style. I just want to ask people, like, honestly, like, can you see yourself dancing to this song? It feels very dancey, but I'm just not sure, like, how exactly you shake your ass to a tune like this. I feel like this is a song that makes you want to shake your ass in an odd way, but I also feel like I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if ass moves with that kind of movement. Hopefully play this one live too, but between these first two songs and the overdriven bass, like, god damn, they're gonna blow out their PA speakers. Slow ass shaker for me. Fair. All right, the next song, arguably the one song I've been looking forward to the most once I saw the album title list. Song is called Aliens. My hope is we get disclosure. My hope is finally they're gonna come out, and I feel like they saw something in the military. And I don't know, maybe Sugar or something like that was working with some kind of satellite technology, got the inside scoop. BTS, what do you have to say about Aliens? Okay, it looks like ads are done. I'll tell you what, guys, I will stop for every godforsaken ad on Twitch if you promise me from the bottom of your heart, from the pit of your stomach, that you will not buy anything you see on this godforsaken platform. All right, fuck all of these ads. Screw it all. I'm sorry, I've got very little control over that, but if you're new here, I'm very anti-ad, okay? Except I really want you to look into buying one of these things. I'm selling it on my Etsy shop.
Mike Wilmer.
지루하고 따분해 모든 게 시간은 참 빨라 틱탁 스타일을 힙합 도대체 뭘 덜 고민해 태생부터 다른 seven aliens 우리 부러워하는 저 civilians 굳이 설명하기 힙합 스타일을 힙합 도대체 뭘 덜 고민해 Hello dear new honey 방귀 흔들어줘 morning Oh my god do I look too funny 어쩔래 just
tone is so strange.
move for me
Dragging the vowels.
If you wanna hit my house, you better miss a night. Yeah, we aliens. Awesome, 그래, shameless. Yeah, 이렇게 we aliens. And don't joke, it's a rising. Aliens, aliens. Honey, talk about the business. Everybody know now where the cake is. 어디까지 가니 이런 제길 저주하니 아직 흉측대길 빠른 기구생님 tell me how you feel 영원 또 나밖에 못해 but that is how we kill 눈만 더 허벌하게 큰 너희가 말하길 Are they for real? For real? Hello dear new honey 방귀 흔들어줘 morning Oh my god do I look too funny 뭐 어쩔래 just move for me yeah move for me From the garden to the heart, only broke up in one night, yeah, we aliens.
Interesting.
If you wanna hit my house, 신발은 벗어나, yeah, we aliens. 좀 그래, shameless. Yeah, 이래처럼 we aliens. 행동 쪽에서 rising, aliens. Every lead, every day. 모두 everybody day. 매일 밤 every day. Yeah, we living that. Aliens, aliens, day.
Reverse effects in their voice. Okay, there it is, Aliens. And I guess, well, first off, my favorite part of this song, strangely enough, was RM. I feel like his rap line was just fantastic and added some much needed melody into what already felt kind of like chanting forward beat mapping. Again, overdriven bass and, you know, distorted drums and everything. We're going kind of hard style on this one, which is a little bit not exactly what I was expecting. The textures and the tones on the vocals, there's a shit ton of layering happening here, guys. But what I find unique, and I don't think I've ever heard these guys do this before, is it starts off with like 2 or 3 layers on top of their voice, almost in different keys. You have a lower one and a higher one, and then them sitting right in the middle. And as they finish off their phrasing, all of the effects fall off it, and then you're left with the cleans, which feels a little bit flat, but it just has like this cool ebb and flow in between the vocal volley as they kind of pass the lines off to each other. Don't think I've ever heard that from these guys before, so it's cool to see them experimenting with some new techniques. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get any disclosure from these guys, and the song it's all right. It's pretty good, I guess. It definitely goes hard, and I feel like we're kind of still in like the hype movement of this album. I'm glad we're starting off with a bang, but this probably is my least favorite out of, I guess, the 3 that I've heard so far. But I feel like this song is probably going to go hard. This one's going to be another one of those ones that's going to go hard live. So I don't know. Aliens is the most song I have stuck in my head the most. I mean, it's infectious for sure. You know, there's repeating motifs and stuff that are, you know, harmonized in some ways that I could definitely see how it would become an earworm pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a grower for me, you know? I think this is one of those ones that like I was so hyped up about that maybe that's the issue. You know, when you build something up in your head and you're like, this is going to be the one, I know this is going to be my favorite, that it can be kind of hard to deliver on. And the hype over the last 4 years has been a little insane. And when I heard about Aliens, I'm like, this is going to be my jam. Oh, what is this song about anyway? Maybe being kind of outsiders, if I had to guess. If I was putting like trying to tie lyrically together about celebrating being an outsider, maybe.
Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire.
God damn, that goes hard.
Everything big is
Oh, is it fire?
She wanna dance on fire.
All right, FYA is fire. Fire. All right, I guess that's pretty lit.
Gas is fire. Oh, I see what you're saying. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire.
Almost techno-ish.
Big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Everything gas is fire. No one's getting too close
Yeah.
to fire. Give me that gasoline. Give me that make me feel. Give me that make me sweat. Something I can't forget. Burning out with my slime. Reading the flame go wild. It's 200 degrees.
Yeah, JJ, this is full of club bangers at all so far.
Might take you viral. I go full thriller tonight. Club crazy like sweetie, baby. Hit me with it one more time. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Yeah, everything gas is fire. Don't stand too close to fire. It's fire. It's fire.
Oh, it's a reverse crescendo.
춤을 춰 쭈뼛쭈뼛 괴로워 말 고민해 딱 껴들어 번지고 들어 Club goes psycho might take you viral I go for thriller tonight Club go crazy like Britney baby Hit me with it one more time Everything lit is fire Everything big is fire Everything lit is fire Everything big is fire She wanna dance on fire Everything gas is fire Don't stand too close, too far
Okay.
It's fire Everything lit is fire Everything big is fire Everything lit is fire
Is he doing his own melody? Saxon melody?
Dance on fire Yeah, everything gas is fire Don't stand too close
I imagine this is what it sounds like to be on cocaine. There are so many club bangers on this. It's just going to go hard. I just want some MDMA and some glow sticks and to make some bad decisions. I want like an abandoned warehouse somewhere that's like kind of wet, just like a little bit wet. And that's the vibe I'm getting, you know, just like a dark kind of wet warehouse with a shit ton of bass, right? But I mean, there's no denying this song goes hard. And what I'm noticing now that we're a few songs into the album, and I'm starting to get kind of a picture of where they're going sonically, I'm not going to lie, I was a little confused about all the vocal effects and textures and things like that they're using. In the past, everything has been sharp to a degree, but not like this. It hasn't been overdriven like this. And I think what this is BTS's version of like becoming kind of like what The Weeknd does. You know, the artist The Weeknd, how he has overdriven layered vocals and everything. I think they're kind of going for that kind of thing here. So in one angle, it feels kind of less, not exactly like K-pop, and it feels a little bit more modern. And it also feels kind of mature as well, right? BTS has grown up, all right? The little boys that we used to know and love, you know, baby JK he's a man with tattoos and piercings, all right? So I'm just saying the boys have grown up. And at first anyway, let me talk more about these vocal effects, because at first I didn't know exactly how I felt about it. I'm like, oh, what are they doing? Why are they leaning into this? And then I remembered these are artists. They're going to want to experiment. And that's exactly what I wanted for them. And that's exactly what was making me nervous about reacting to this album in the first place. I thought that they were going to fall back into their old tendencies and make the same record again that they know would sell millions of copies and just make a shit ton of money. And I'm happy to report, even though we're only, 5-6 songs into this album, which I guess is almost the halfway point, that does not seem to be the case. They are still experimenting, for good or bad, depending on how you take it. The only thing I can say is if you like those soft textures, the silkiness, you know, the smooth, the absolute airy and dreamy, crisp vocals that we would get from almost all of them, well, they've got a huge discography of all of that. But them as artists, I would imagine, and I know from their solo projects, that they're going to want to evolve. They're going to want to grow. They're going to want to try new things out with music. And that's exactly what was making me nervous. I was afraid that they weren't going to do that. So I have to recalibrate my own brain and my own expectations and realize that is what is happening here. This is a good thing. So at first, a little taken back, but now I'm like, all right, let's let these men do what they do best. And that's experiment and create music in a way that might not always be exactly what you want, but more often than not, it's what you need. Fire. This seems to be about living in the moment. And it seems like a few of their songs have been about that. Embracing, you know, maybe what they fell in love with at first when it comes to creation and things like that. Obviously, vague-ish lyrics enough where you can kind of apply it to your own life and probably vaguely apply it to 7 different people in a way that it might be cohesive to them as a group as a whole and maybe us as the army. So I feel like it's just about embracing what's happening. But god dang, the melodic tones, the aggressive beat mapping, the overdriven vocals, and the lush and sometimes dreamy melodies underneath it, especially coming from the vocal section, it's club banger vibe. I wonder if the entire album's like this, or if we're going to branch out and try some other stuff. But we got to get used to these vocal effects and tones. And if you pay close attention to the vocal effects and tones, they actually are doing some stuff that I haven't heard before. Like I said, starting out with the layerings and then making it go thin and back and forth, creating some really interesting ebb and flow vibes.
그래 방탄처럼 그게 말은 쉽지 우린 팀툴 누가 맨날 뛰어넘네 웃기기는 한데 사실 안 웃기지 10년은 말야 어린 반프 not stop
yeah, pull up at your block, we gon' knock, yeah, had your little fun, fella, pop, yeah.
I'm counting 7 layers on his voice right now. 7 different layers that I can hear. And that probably means there's like 13 in reality on this track.
Came back for what's mine, we don't stop.
You know how I do. You know how I do.
I do.
Put your brand new. Yeah, we on that brand new. You know how we do. Ay. 그래 기분 마치 brand new. 백 다른 스텝 뒤지 않는 step 2. Step 2.0 take down who. 여기저기 또 한 번은 내 time out of 10 이젠 버려 모습 하품. 수고 하러 가. Yeah, we get 다시 score 하러.
Yeah, pull up at your block, we gon' knock, yeah, had your little fun, fella, pop, yeah, came back for what's mine, we don't stop.
All right, hold on. Fucking ads. All right, fine. I'll wait. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Actually, that's the only lyric I know from this song. I was so confident that I could do karaoke and everybody would love it and it'd be a huge success. And then I realized I knew one line. That's a bummer. What kind of stuff they sell? Oh, I can see my ads right here. What are they trying to sell? They're trying to sell coffee. They're trying to sell Starbucks. Starbucks is anti-union. Now they're trying to sell Maybelline. Every once in a while, I get like sponsorship ads of people saying, will you sell this makeup for us on a video? And I'm like, some dudes can pull off makeup. They look awesome. I don't have it. I don't have what it takes. Join and met with ads. I'm not trying to sell you shit. I'm not. That's my whole thing. All I want you to do is not buy things and drink more water.
Do. You know how I do. Put your brand new. Journey on that brand new. You know how we do.
Pop, baby game to let rock,
Yeah, hit him up like pop. Hit him with the truth like rock. Time to pay your debt. Feel me not. Let it be, bleed. Hit a lick, and it's split.
stop, yeah, pull up at your block, we gon' knock, yeah, had your little fun, fella, pop, yeah, came back for what's mine, we don't stop,
You know how I do. You know how I do. Put your brand new. Yeah, we on that brand new. You know how we do. You know how I do. You know how I do. Put your brand new. Get me on that brand new. You know how we do.
Oh, the inflections. All right. Okay. I know the song's kind of cut up there due to the ad break, but I apologize about that. All right. I mean, it's confident. It's coming back out and saying, this is what we, we're here. We're moving on to the next chapter. We're stepping into our new thing and it's feeling good and we're confident about it. Production's definitely a little strange in this one, kind of bouncy, a little elastic. What I thought was 7 different layers on their voice is actually just gang vocals. So I had a feeling that was kind of the thing. So this is probably going to be a really fun one to see live, unless they're just going to layer in the backing tracks. But if it appears that they're all doing gang vocals, because I'm sensing some different tones as opposed to just key changes. It's good to see Jimin have more of a focus on this one, having more lines. I don't know. I just miss this guy. You guys just ever just miss one guy? I miss him. He's had some stand-up moments, and I feel like some of his solo stuff, well, it was, popular and everything, I feel like kind of got overshadowed by some of the other, wild things the other guys were doing. So it's good to see him have more of a standout break in that. But yeah, this one's pretty good, right? I heard this was somebody's favorite song. Not even sorry for the dance moves I'm going to pull out during this one concert. I mean, it's definitely all very dancey, and it's all forward driven and like melodic enough in a way where you can kind of dance to it. But also there's like this air of like, it all feels kind of ominous, doesn't it? And it's not all just due to like the overdriven bass and the vocal textures and the effects and all that stuff. There's a lot of weird and interesting production techniques working with the atmosphere of this song, kind of on the underbelly of it all. And I'm going to have to listen to it a few more times to really pick up on all of it, because obviously the beat mapping is what's forward and center. But I'm glad that like it's in a way that it's not at least overpowering the vocals. That was 2.0. Now we're moving on to 29. Okay. How dare they make me sit with my own thoughts for 1 minute and 38 seconds like that, after they just assaulted me for 7 songs straight? It's just a bell. That's a song. It's just a bell. I mean, honestly, I feel like the vocals were a little bit weak. Well, that's a little ominous. That's a little bit more ominous than what we've heard so far. Art mentioned that the interlude lasts 1 minute and 37 seconds. Well, on YouTube, it's 1 minute 38 seconds, which is the exact duration it takes from the sound of the sacred bell to completely fade out after being struck. All right, well, this is definitely going to signify something, some kind of change.
Swim, swim, water falling off your skin. Swim,
29 is charting.
spend a lifetime watching you swim.
That's a flex.
Swim. This is how it all begins. Swim,
That's funny.
swim. I just wanna dive. I just wanna dive.
My world, gone away, I still wake up in this map world. Name me place that I can breathe on this map world. Looking like a kitty.
Can't be struck again, so lives on this album forever?
Don't know how to act,
What?
girl. I'm in the deep, tell me where the hell you at, girl. Oh, you ain't even gotta love me back, girl. You know that I'm never holding back, girl. Yeah.
It's so easy to make it so hard. Nights like these, I just wanna get lost. Right here with the moon and the stars. I ain't gotta think, but I think maybe I just swim, swim. Water falling off your skin. Swim, swim. I could spend a lifetime watching you swim, swim. This is how it all begins.
Interesting.
Swim, swim.
I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive.
Water so deep, take it off the ground, I ain't never getting cold feet. Yeah, you know me, sitting on the shore, now I'm ready for the whole thing. I can feel the high waves coming, while you run away, you can run it. Sound on my tongue, she's stunning. You're the only place that I wanna be, yeah. Swim, swim, water falling off your skin. Swim, swim. I could spend a lifetime watching you swim, swim, swim. This is how it all begins. Swim, swim.
Shin is sounding so good in this album.
I just wanna dive. Splash, splash, drip. Make waves with my two friends. Splash, drip. I just wanna take it across the line. Under here, we gon' chase the time. Baby, everything can be so sad. Through my face from the west. I just wanna dive. I just wanna dive.
Swim, swim. Water falling off your skin. Swim, swim. I could spend a lifetime watching you.
Swim, swim, swim. Let it all begin. Swim, swim. swim. I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive.
There it is, Swim. I'm not going to go too deep into this one. If you're curious about my thoughts on this one, I did a 30-minute video on this one. It was released a couple days ago. But yeah, for my deep dive on this one, there's a video already on it. But I just got to say, Jin has been killing it so far on this album. I saw somebody say that J-Hope is the secret sauce on every song, but I feel like J-Hope's been like that for a while. I think we've all known J-Hope's always been kind of the secret weapon, you know, the wild card of the group for a bit. But Jin has been incredibly impressive on this. Very soft but very present vocals. And also V has been showing some different tones as well outside of all the layering and effects and everything too. I'm really enjoying his tones. I like this one. This was a great first embrace for the song. This was the right move. If they would have just come out with Body to Body, I'm pretty sure there would have been deaths. There'd be murders in the streets because people would just ran out in the streets and started rage dancing. And so many accidents, and people wouldn't have known what to do. The economy would have crashed. So I appreciate their hesitation with releasing Swim. V's been a standout too. Yeah, he's been interesting, right? Really pay attention, guys. Like, he's really working in like that higher register range that we haven't heard too often from him before. And even with the effects and stuff on his voice and the double up and the layering and everything, it just creates this really cool harmony on itself. I'm really enjoying his textures. Merry-Go-Round.
I wish that I could tell you that it's over. I wish that I could walk away from pain. My life is like a broken roller coaster, but maybe I'm the only one to blame.
Listen to him.
I can't get out this merry-go-round.
So dreamy. See, okay. Because the stutter beat. That's where we're getting Tame Impala from.
Down, just round and round, I'm falling apart, still bound to the ground. 우칠 수 없는 곳에서 내 동심이 소리치잖아. 원없이 타만큼 탔으니 please sing it out. 침대는 날권, my bed is my coffin. 어쩜 이 세상은 거대한 caffeine. 생각하지 말잔 생각을 해 난 뱅글 또 뱅글 행복하니 웃어 죽을까지.
It's over. Okay, arguably what I think would be at first glance considered one of the darkest songs on the album so far. Because at first they're singing about a lot of things, well, good and bad, but the negatives definitely are resonating with me. Yeah, I mean, it's dark, but I feel like there's some hope behind it. I think it's kind of embracing, well, probably merry-go-round, the cycle of life and the good and the bad, and embracing it and just keep smiling till it's over anyway. And like, some things are out of your control and there's nothing you can do about them. And the only way to really truly survive this life, the only life raft you have in all of it, is to embrace all of it and take it on as the experience of life. That's kind of what I'm getting off of first listen. Somebody mentioned Tame Impala. I think it was you, Myoptic, in chat as the song was going on. They got this really cool stutter beat thing happening, which happens a lot with Tame Impala. But yeah, it's very dreamy. There's a lot of atmosphere to this, and it's dreamy because the vocals with all of the textures and the effects on them like almost get lost in the texture of the atmosphere. So it just feels like a dream. And then having that stutter beat too, it's like giving off the essence of feeling like you're either drunk and fucked up or you're drifting off to sleep. And I guess maybe it's both, because this song kind of talks about a lot. It talks about, I guess, just the essence of life and how to embrace it and how to go about it. And it can be real dangerous focusing on the negatives for too long, you know, and it's more easy now than ever to focus on the negatives with the news cycles and crazy shit happening in the world and just the onslaught of the information that you get of negative stuff. I think what they're saying is just to kind of take it with grace. Take what you can, deal with what you can, keep on trying to smile through. So through and through, it feels like a dark, disturbing song, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's actually something a lot more beautiful. Yeah, this one's pretty deep. This one's good. Yes, it's one of my favorites. I love this song, but it gives me anxiety. Well, I think that's the thing, Mur, is like life is anxiety. Life is a lot of things, you know, and it's about embracing all of it and absorbing all of it in the healthiest way you possibly can. I just keep smiling, you know, just keep swimming. Lyrically, I feel like this one has the most substance so far to it, as far as like, well, maybe not the most, but it's giving off a lot of substance as to opposed to some of the other stuff where it's saying we're falling back in love with the idea of creating. We're falling back in love with the idea of embracing the right now and doing what feels right and what feels honest to us, which is great and what we need to hear after a hiatus like this. But some of my favorite, you know, parts of BTS is the messages that they share, you know, their knowledge that they learned along the way and they teach us. And this is a great example of that with this song. Here we go. Oh, it's so sweet.
It's different for me, it's different for you. Got me feeling things unusual, and I live in more. Got me and my feelings over on this wall, and my knees is kerosene, dopamine, chemical induced. Fantasy and fame, yet the things we trust. Show me hate, show me love, make me bulletproof. Yeah, we call
awesome.
This shit normal. Run away, out of sight, don't know what I want. Wish I had a minute just to turn me up. I can't receive dopamine, what I gotta do. Yeah, we call this shit normal. How I'm supposed to feel? Used to think that I was built to the hard metal steel. Now I understand the truth, some pain don't heal. If everything's just happy, that ain't real. That ain't real. I've read everything I like 1,000 times. No more less passion, they are just some lies. One deep side and it slips away, fades away. What I try to keep, never want to stay.
Run away, pushing me, pulling me. Said you wanted all of me, but what is even all of me? Suddenly, part of me is hurting me. Heard the things they calling me, or what the hell you want from me?
That's nice.
Got me feeling things unusual, and I live in more.
Got me at my
Reflections.
feelings over on this wall, and my knees is things we choose. Show me hate, show me love, make me bulletproof. I've called this shit normal. Run away, out of sight, don't know what I want. Wish I had a minute just to turn me off. Kerosene, dopamine, what I gotta do? Yeah, we call this shit normal. No, we call this shit normal. No, we call this shit normal. Yeah, no, we call this shit normal.
All right, there it is. That is Normal. Yeah, this is going to go up there in the top 3 of my favorites so far, everything that I've heard. The clarity alone on the vocals is enough to kind of get lost in, and the lyrical context and the density of it, I feel like, is just adding a lot more to it in a way that I also wasn't expecting. This is also more about kind of embracing yourself and asking the question, well, what the fuck is normal? What is normal anyway? Everything is messed up and weird anyway, and all you can do is be kind of true to yourself. And I think it goes a lot deeper than that. I'm like paraphrasing the idea of what I'm thinking this is in a very short format to keep this stream kind of short. Now we're moving on to a BTS that doesn't have so many vocal effects on them, and we hear the natural clarity of their voice. And in doing so, we're able to hear one of my favorite things about their vocals, and that's the inflections. That's the moments when their voice almost slides or cracks or feels like it's peaking in some kind of way. And that just reminds us that, well, these are humans, you know, and that weekendization, you know, the weekend kind of vocal effects on it, you know, are cool and everything. And it works with the context of a song, and it makes, you know, the entire art piece more as a whole cohesive thing. But this is just more raw and natural vocal tones, even though there are some layerings and some cool things happening. But we're hearing their natural expression, and they're leaving those cracks in. There's leaving what could be considered imperfections in there to drastically emphasize the message of the song. Like, I think they all had their moments. Even Suga, like, his moment there too. Like, I'm like, oh my God, it's touching. Like, Jimin, I was kind of expecting, I was really waiting for that stand-up moment from Jimin. But Suga kind of hit me as well. Everybody fucking nailed it on this one. Well, you can tell some songs are like heavily laid one way or another for a specific, you know, angle. And that's why they've got different sections of the group, the rap part, the singing part, the dancing part. But like this one, I feel like everybody truly held their own. And this is probably one of the more cohesive, full BTS songs that I've heard on the album so far. Haunting. Oh.
Don't you close your eyes? Don't you feel the light? If you wanna be animals, baby, we can be animals. Hear this light till your heart is full. If you want, you can have it all. 6 feet down in the sun, there's creatures that made it out. To speak, I'm begging you, please. There's beauty outside control. And we could go all night. We could go all night. And we should go all night. All night. If you want,
Oh my God. This is the best one.
got you in a while, summer so far. With you close your kind of flames out. Now you see a whole life full of animals. None of us are tameable, none of us are tameable.
Ominous. go for driven guitar solo. That is fuzz on fuzz, and I'm here for it. Oh my God, that checked off every box of everything that I've wanted. This album could suck. The rest of it could be more Bell. We could just get more Bell, as cool as that Bell was. But they could hit a different Bell, all right? A Bell that's not as important. And I would be perfectly pleased. I would be 100% okay with this album. Easily, hands down, no questions asked. This, and anybody that disagrees with me, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. This is the best song on the album. That was absolutely perfect. The atmosphere, the driven guitar, the acoustic, and the electric fuzz. Oh my God. The bass was just so perfect. It was just like warm and like barely noticeable as the guitar kind of, this is the song of the year for me. This is absolutely incredible. And I know some of you might be saying like, wouldn't it be nice to have more clarity in the vocals? No, that's not what they're doing. I'm finally getting it now. I get what they're doing. They're putting the integrity of the art form first above their own vocal standouts. We are witnessing the perfect synchronization of symmetry of an art form of an album. That's what they're doing. That's what they're going for. And they're taking a step back themselves to make sure the art is progressed forward, not themselves. They're coming together as one unit and showing us that they can fucking do it, even without having the spotlight of their vocal standoffs. I could not ask for a better song. This was everything. What does everybody else think? Is this a good song? Cabbage, anybody that says this is not a good song, ban them. This is the one. Like Animals. And lyrically, it's just absolutely primal. No pun intended. Breaking Free. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm getting lost in the sauce of that one, but I was not expecting. I was so worried because I needed to temper my expectations. I had 4 years of building up what I thought was going to be the perfect thing. And I knew it was unrealistic for me to get it. And I joked that I wanted them to have a metal album or something like that. And as cool as I think that would be, like I was just kind of joking around. But this is what I was really hoping for. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
I can show you love, I can show you. If you wanna know me, what can I do for you? 대체 뭐가 달랐냐고 자꾸 물어. 나는 대답해, 나도 몰라. Everybody hear the story that they wanna. 쟤는 네가 때문에 됐어 내가 맞아. We're just big boys, I got your number. 그냥 먹기 싸지, just shut up, shut up.
All up tryna take a bubble bath, babe. Do the method, go just say what you say. Oh, it's hard, then we cannot explain. Every time we're tryna explain, we find
They don't know about us, they don't know about us.
More gang vocals.
They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. Yeah, damn right, damn right, yeah. Damn right, damn right, yeah. Damn right, yeah. Damn right,
I can show you love.
This.
I can show you. If you wanna know me, what can I do for you?
It is a beautiful bridge.
뭐가 달랐냐고 자꾸 물어. 나는 대답해, 나도 몰라.
항상 쉬운 길만 찾기 바빠 괜시 오지랖들은 태평양쯤 baby.
That's the difference.
알기 쉽게 설명해줄까 baby. 몰라 그대물터 굳이 얘는 특별해 에이션 중에 영스러운 존재 Too hard to break We can't relate 그냥 사람 일곱인데 You said we changed We feel the same shit They don't know about us 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 They don't know about us
more samples using some vintage sounds and everything. Let me just go back over here to the document real quick. So we got here. Oh, it's the P-Dog one. Okay, that makes sense. This is a Jimin, RM, Suga, and J-Hope. All right. Yeah, vocals are beautiful. That bridge was awesome. As muted as it was. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my original gut feeling as to what I feel like this is about. And I kind of feel like I'm wildly wrong, but I feel like this song is talking about a formula. You know, a formula that I've seen over the years of people trying to emulate and wondering themselves like, hey, I'm doing some of the same stuff. I'm wearing some of the same clothes. I'm pretending to be close. You know, I'm feeling like I'm part of this knit family. You know, I love my fans. And for whatever reason, it doesn't have the same effect that BTS has had on the world. And it's because this is a formula that you cannot really crack and break. This is a formula that is completely earnest and has such a wholesome sincerity to it that you just cannot emulate it. And as much as everybody thinks that they can look at them with one glance and be like, I can do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's fine. And they're going to follow kind of the same footsteps or trends. The reality is that's not the case. The perfect storm that is BTS is not something that can be replicated. And that's why they don't know about them. They don't understand that. They can try. They can try and walk in their footsteps. They can try and do some of the same things, but it's not BTS. It can't be. It can't be this. It's these 7 personalities. It's these 7 different voices. It's these 7 different visions. It's them coming together in a way that no other group can. And I think a lot of people try to emulate it, and they probably see it themselves. And they're like, you can look from the outside and look in and think you can just do it, but you can't. So that's the vibe I'm getting. Jacilia, with me? I'm with you, Jim. The difference is BTS is authentic. Sorry, chat's going up. Let me see if I can go down. Is authentic to themselves, and others who copy them are putting on a BTS costumes. Wow, very well said, Jacilia. All right, I'm glad that you're kind of you agree with me. Scarlett, no BTS. Yeah, it's given that BTS. Okay, good. All right. I thought that I was wildly off base and they were talking about something completely different, but that was my gut reaction as to what I got to this. And this didn't come across, and I know people in chat said this is like a soft cipher kind of thing. This didn't come across as like braggadocious and like, you know, like the part of like the rap culture that can be like, you know, building themselves up and dissing other people. It was from a place of like, no, dude, you don't know. Like you think you can do this? You think you can emulate what we're doing? And the fact is that this is not something to be emulated. Either you have complete and total sincerity or you do not, you know, and it takes years of work and understanding and the shit that they had to do. And we all know, you know, if you know, you know. The thing is most people, they want, like Suga says, they don't want to put the work in, you know, they want to take the shortcut. You know, they don't realize that like this was something that was years in the making, you know. Perfect storms are perfect for a reason. All right, well, let's continue, man. I feel like this is Christmas. I feel like every song we're listening to, I'm unwrapping a brand new present. Do you guys ever feel like that? With a new album you've been waiting for, every song is like an extra present under the tree and you're just pulling it open. And you're like, all right, what is this one, you know? One More Night.
언젠간 너로 만나 한참을 울게 되게 지난 그 골목길에 서 있었어 Falling back to me I feel you back to me 두려운 건 벌써 슬픈 건 너무 닮아버린 그림자 24 hours in the top 24 hours of your thoughts easy don't wake me up 꿈에만 깨기 싫은 내 fantasy It's a fantasy It's a fantasy You're my fantasy. Let's repeat it one more night. Give me one more night. Give me one more fantasy, fantasy. 이번엔 왼쪽은 like cloud nine. 어제와 길이 side by side. 이런 변화에 나도 놀라. 존재 자체로 선물이 you. 너와 함께만 남신 말이 없어도 다 알지. 굳이 난 말겠지. 그저 곁에만 있어줘. 24 hours in the top.
You'd be so pruned.
어둠을 깨서 단 한 번만 더 볼 수 있다면 새벽을 지나 hit it, do it again
24 hours spend the time 24 hours of your thought easy don't wake me up 꾸미면 깨기 싫어 Fantasy It's a fantasy It's a fantasy You're my fantasy Let's repeat it one more night Give me one more night Give me one more fantasy Close your eyes tell me what you see Baby I give it to you no lie Every night is our fantasy
Baby, I keep it right in your time, yeah.
Okay, there it is. One more night. You know, we gotta have at least one sultry, seductive song on every BTS album, and I guess this is the one. Praying and wanting to live in that moment, that fantasy, you know. Especially after like merry-go-rounds where they talk about the cycles and stuff and embracing the different aspects of life and living through it and everything. It's okay to go back and reminisce. It's okay to like pretend to live in a space for a while, just to what brings you happy. And it's better to focus on that and dwell on the positives than it is the negatives, you know, especially if you're able to do so. But yeah, this is nice. It's clubby, it's dancey. It doesn't go as hard, you know. There's no like overdriven bass lines or beat mapping or anything, so it doesn't feel like that hard industrial rave. I need to dance, you know. I need some glow sticks and shit like first half of this album, but it feels more luscious and airy and dreamy and all that fun stuff. Yeah, this one's pretty good. The opening line. Yeah, this is the seductive one. There's always one. There's always one. That's the thing about this album is like, it might not be everybody's cup of tea because so far it's pretty diverse. Like there's certain elements of it so far that are very cohesive and it goes track to track. And it feels that way. But like sonically, there's a lot of different elements to this that like feel a little disjointed. And in doing that, they're able to kind of cast a wide net of experimentation into songs that people might enjoy. So that's kind of cool, especially if you're not digging the first half of this album. I understand it's probably not going to be for everybody. Personally, I think the overdriven stuff is really cool. I'll wait till the end to get my final analysis. But this is pretty good. I think it has something for everyone. Yeah, that's how it's kind of feeling for me. Like there's a consistency to it. You know, it's cohesive, it's fluid in nature. You know, the album has flow to it where it feels like, all right, we're used to some of the same textures and everything that are holding the entirety of the album up as like one cohesive art piece. You know, and it has that natural fluid movement to it, but the same idea, the same angle. It's given everybody at least a little taste of what they want, while still being experimental. So I think they're doing pretty good here. More jazzy stuff, huh? So jazzy. That was smooth.
From the front, back, left, right. I need you like only on mine. Oh, you got me, baby. Oh, please. Baby, oh, please. 한 걸음 더 다가설게. I'm on my knees. 함께 해줘 나의 worst day. 널 더 세게 안을게 right now. Even hell I'm down. All I want is you. If you wanna, I'll do the thing for you. If you wanna, I'll do a thing for you. If you wanna,
What thing?
If you wanna, I'll do a thing. 나 기분을 느꼈다면 너에게 오지. 만나자니 넘치니 come and get a set. Yeah, 영원하면 영원히 서로 영원히 그대 안에 기다려, baby please. You want me just all day, all night. Hold me from the front, back, left, right. I need you like on me, on.
I love Arm's dragging vocals.
Oh, you got me,
Baby, oh please 세상이
if you wanna, I do the thing for you. If you wanna,
Baby, oh please 세상에 우리 갈라놓을 때 Baby, oh please 한 걸음 더 다가설게 I'm on my knees 함께 해줘 나의 worst day 널 더 세게 안을게 right now Even hell I'm down All I want is you
Okay. Yeah, a little seductive. I saw in chat we're now on the yearning section of the album. It feels seductive, but like oddly, it doesn't feel sexual. Does that make any sense? I don't know. And maybe that's because like they're trying to, again, grasping at straws here and just kind of shooting from the hip as to what I think after hearing this 2 seconds ago. But are they talking to us as a whole? You know, part of me believes like, okay, this is leaning in line with like the fantasy and stuff and being in this moment and everything. But part of me thinks like, I don't know, they're kind of talking about the army a little bit. And that's why it doesn't feel as sexual. I think they're doing things that are supposed to make it seem sexual. I'll do that thing for you. And what is that thing? And everyone's, blushing. But I think like that thing could be a bunch of different things. Could be the music thing that they like, or, showing up for stuff, or, the stream, or, a million different things. And that's why they didn't like, layer in something that was a little bit more sexually specific. You know what I mean? Like these are full-grown men at this point. These aren't boys. They don't have to dance around the topic anymore. They have their free will to do and sing and say whatever they want to say. And I think they've always been very specific about their word choices anyway. And that's why I'm feeling this is designed to feel like a sexually driven song. And it might not be. One person said I'm right, so I'm just taking it. Everybody else, Jimin said this was Army. So I'm on the same wavelength. All right, I'm locked the fuck in on this. But yeah, I mean, overall pleasant. It's airy, it's dreamy, it's light, it's designed in a way that feels sexual, but apparently isn't. One more song. Okay, we're officially here. I don't know. I got lost in the sauce. Can they stick the landing? How do they stick the landing? How do we close this saga up? How does it all fit together? We're getting like a Western vibe.
baby, you remind me.
What?
I want someone like you. Person never dying. I want someone like you. Nobody knows me, honey. No one like you.
Did they fuck the whole thing up?
You wanna go there? I'm ready to be with you. No, you're cold. I run dark days and find the sun. I don't care how far. Just wait. Baby, what you want? Baby, what you need? Tell me how you feel every night. I'm thinking of. 해줄 때의 바람 해들 때의 온도 네가 느껴야 할 저녁부터 아침에 별이른 너의 걸 좀 이른 어둠에 묻어 운동이 될 때까지 널 지키며 into the sun 24 7 feel like 24 태양을 향해 뛰어도 가까워지진 않아도 Oh no Don't be afraid 기억해 그저 잠시 보낸 걸 어두운 밤을 지나 아침이 오는 걸 맞으며 눈을 뜨 Into the sun You're cold I run dark days and find the sun I don't care how far Just wait
겨누때 시간 부서진 짐승들의 나침반 우리들의 피난 소란들과 미련 앞 숨쉬며 반항하는 인간 난 집에 가고파 네가 있는 곳 불이 뜨고 별 지는 곳 불을 건네줘 이 기름 속넌 멋지고 다른 아마 뜨지 않을 거야 오늘
And if we run out of time, I'll chase the feeling, never too far behind.
You're cold I
Okay. Okay. And we end on a whistle. Oh my God. I've never been more conflicted about a song than this one right here. Because for the first half, I'm like, oh no, how did this happen? How did this happen? How did this one get by? And for an ending track too, but it makes a lot of sense once we get to the end of it. It's like they just went super hard on the vocoder and auto-tune thing there for a second, to the point where like there was a lot of like harmonies that they were hitting. But when you have like that kind of stack of effects, you get the Alvin and the Chipmunks effect, where everything just sounds like they're the Chipmunks thing. And I'm like, where is it? Why? What? I'm like, what? Why? Gotta let them experiment. That's what these guys do. They experiment. That's the most exciting thing about them, at least for me. But then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why are they doing this? Those harmonies don't sound like anything but chipmunks coming together. But slowly, the effects dissolve off. Slowly, the natural tones come off. And I'm ashamed to say, like, I doubted them for like a good 45 seconds, where I'm like, they massively fucked up. But I should have stayed course, because slowly, as those effects were coming off and everything, as they were going into the sun, going into their next adventure, the shadow, the darkness of what those things were like it was melting off of them. And then we got those natural tones that kind of came through. And yeah, it's an absurd one angle to the next, but it's done that way by design to, you know, show the contrast of coming out of one thing and moving on to the journey that is the next word, which is what I think lyrically they're talking about here. That almost ruined, like, you ever see that meme? It's like, my day is ruined and I'm immeasurably, you know, disappointed or whatever. Like, that's kind of how I was feeling for about 45 seconds, but I think it does tie together. I still think it's going to have to grow on me, but like, conceptual wise, I understand what they're going for, and they've been doing it every step of the way in this album. So it makes sense. It makes sense. So this album was definitely not what I was expecting, especially after marinating with Swim for what felt like an eternity this weekend, but like 3 to 5 days or whatever it was. I thought for sure we were getting a soft R&B, relaxed, pop hit friendly, radio friendly kind of album. And that's not saying that it isn't radio friendly with some angles, but at its core, I think these are songs that are not the most easily digestible songs. I think they are pop centric in a way that is unique to them in how they approach music. It doesn't feel like the K-pop of the old that I knew, and take that with a grain of salt, because obviously a lot of people here are much more educated on the different generations of K-pop and what exactly that means. And even saying something doesn't sound K-pop is crazy, because K-pop is just kind of everything. I expected it to have more of a K-pop sound, and it doesn't. We've evolved, we've matured, we're changing course and directions in a very exciting way. Tones are still pleasant, but still ominous. It can be harsh and dark, but it can be beautiful and lush. It can be airy and spacey, and it can also feel incredibly quiet and intimate. And I feel like they pull off all of these angles, all of these dramatics in a very unique way that is BTS.